2023 served as a wake-up call for many Americans, demonstrating how swiftly things can take a turn for the worse. We had been enjoying prosperity and tranquility for quite some time leading up to this year. Nevertheless, we rapidly witnessed how swiftly this stability can vanish. A single disaster or perceived catastrophe can incite panic, while several simultaneous catastrophes can lead to a prolonged grid-down situation. Although local regions might recover after a few days or weeks, a national incident could leave you isolated without any assistance. If a significant event were to occur that completely disrupted our supply chains and resources, the consequences would be catastrophic. Most people do not have sufficient food or water on hand to survive for more than a week. In this video, we will discuss what you can expect during a national disaster lasting over 3 months, and how you can prepare in advance. We encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future information. Any national or global disaster has the potential to spread quickly. Any national or global disaster has the potential to quickly turn neighbor against neighbor. The calm social order we take for granted will be upended in just a matter of days. Unfortunately, most people are not prepared to survive even a week without the regular supply chains and resources they rely on. In this video, we will analyze the progression of events in the days, weeks, and months following a catastrophic national disaster. We'll outline what you can anticipate and provide you with essential solutions to stay safe and endure. In the first 3 days, depending on the nature of the national disaster, the initial 24 hours can be relatively calm. This is the time when people are emerging from their shelters, assessing their safety, and helping each other. If it's a power outage, most individuals remain relatively calm, relying on the expectation that government and public services will restore normalcy. This period of calm can last for approximately 2 days. After that, cracks in the system start to show, with stores unable to process transactions, banks failing to operate, and shortages beginning to occur. This leads to panic buying and a growing sense of unease. By the 72-hour mark, people realize that help is not on the way, and systems won't be swiftly restored. Panic sets in, and stores may be looted. If you've prepared in advance, you can avoid the desperation of a large crowd running to stores. However, if you haven't prepared, expect to be caught up in this risky scenario. In the first week. Within the first week, supplies will be depleted, medicines will start to run out, and people with medical dependencies will turn to hospitals for aid. Hospitals may struggle to accommodate the overwhelming number of patients, and emergency services will be stretched thin. Police and other law enforcement will struggle to maintain order, and local curfews or even martial law may be implemented. During this period, it's essential to assess your own supplies, maintain communication with your mutual assistance group if you have one, and have a plan in place for managing your immediate community. Monitoring emergency radio channels can provide crucial information, and having a CB radio for communication is recommended. It's also vital to gauge the extent of the disaster and base your decisions on reliable information rather than rumors. In the second week. By the second week, crimes such as looting and marauding may intensify. Mutual assistance groups will form in some communities, ranging from street gangs to militias. While conflicts may arise between these groups, boundaries will likely be respected in the early stages. Travel becomes increasingly dangerous due to abandoned vehicles, and international borders are often closed to prevent an influx of refugees. Governments may issue stay-at-home orders and curfews. Your primary goal during this phase is to maintain a low profile and avoid attracting attention. Security becomes a significant concern, and community cooperation is vital for survival. Rationing of resources and the establishment of a security plan are crucial steps. It's also a good time to initiate a community waste removal plan if sewage systems are non-functional. In the third week, at this stage, seeing a car on the road or an aircraft in the sky becomes rare. Communities and neighborhoods may be divided based on the power dynamics in the place. It's essential to delegate responsibilities according to expertise and knowledge. Rationing food, establishing rules, and pooling skills within your community are imperative for continued survival. Bartering with neighbors can be beneficial, and you must use available resources wisely. 1 to 2 months. By this point, your community plays a central role in your survival. Rationing food and water, distributing responsibilities, and building alliances with other communities becomes critical. Avoid revealing the extent of your supplies, but be ready to assist your neighbors with essential items. Cooperation, sharing knowledge, and providing resources will be key to overcoming challenges. Rainwater collection and waste management should be addressed as part of community planning. 3 months. After 3 months, it becomes apparent that external rescue or government intervention is unlikely. Communities and jurisdictions may have restructured, and the post-apocalyptic world starts to take shape. Your community and network are your main sources of support, so your role in providing valuable knowledge and resources will make you an indispensable asset. Rebuilding and cooperation with other communities may be necessary for long-term survival. Preparation for a national disaster that lasts more than 3 months may seem extreme, but it's essential to set this as a minimum goal. If you can survive the initial 3 months, your chances of enduring long-term are significantly improved. Remember that the longer you can prepare in advance, the better your prospects for survival. Make a point of assessing your location, having essential supplies, and being knowledgeable about the challenges you may face in a prolonged collapse scenario. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with your friends and community. Feel free to leave me any suggestions, tips, or information in the comments section. Subscribing to this channel ensures you receive updates on new videos as they are released. Stay safe and be prepared.